Nobody asked, but I'm going to show you how I made Toad for our Super Mario theme Halloween decor for our yard using a simple foam board bought from Lowe's. I found an image of Toad that I wanted to use off of Pinterest, put it on a projector, and then projected it onto my foam board, traced it out, and then you can see that I painted everything white. I feel like the white just helps all the colors pop. You do end up using more paint, but I feel like in the end it's worth it because the quality, I think, definitely it looks better to me because of the vibrance of the colors. So I'll go through and put the first layer of paint on, and then I end up going through and putting a second layer over everything. I guess it depends on which kind of paint you use. I just used what I had left over from prior projects. But if you know of a better quality paint to use, definitely use it. I still feel like it worked out pretty good though. I ended up doing Toad's eyes incorrectly, which was later pointed out to me by my son. You can see there where I did the white, and then my son said, "No, Mom, that's not how it's supposed to be." So later on, I went back and redid his eyes. I'm using a hot wire to cut through the foam. It cuts like butter, but I would suggest practicing on a couple pieces before you start your project because it does take some getting used to for sure. And then once I get done cutting it out, I'll paint the edge with black. This particular set that I'm using, I bought from Amazon. It came with a small straight wand, a medium straight wand, a small curved wand, and then this kind of, I guess crescent shaped with the wire through the middle. I find that this one is the easiest to use out of all of them, and I think it's because the wire is so small. The other wands, even though they're straight, they are a little bit thicker, and it burns through the foam a little bit faster than what I would like. So this particular wand, for me, that really thin wire helps to cut it and give it a little bit more of a clean cut instead of a thick one. And that just helps the front stand out a little better and you're not noticing the sides as much. And there he is in all his glory. Sweet little Toad. The image that I used from Pinterest doesn't really have like texture in the color. It's basically just a cartoon. But I kind of took a little bit of liberty to change it up a little bit, and I tried to add some shadow, light, dark, just to give it more of a realistic appearance. Still learning, but I think it turned out really good. I just love the way that he turned out. I think he's going to be a great addition to the yard.